Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chuck Musselwhite, and today I want to talk to you about 3 ways you can better connect with your spouse. One thing I see as a pastor and someone who's been married for over 28 years is I see couples struggling at all different stages, whether they're newlyweds, whether they've been married over 10 years, and maybe they've been married for decades. And I just see couples struggling on how to connect. And I just want to share some tips, both as someone who is happily married, but also to someone who has counseled and taught couples for over 3 decades on how you can better connect with your spouse. And I feel like if you give these things a try and you're truly open-minded and willing to work, that you will see some benefits from these. And they may be surprising, they may seem a little too simplistic, but practiced over a period of time, I think you will benefit from them. So 3 ways that you can better connect with your spouse. The first way that I think that you can better connect with your spouse is to learn how to laugh again. I see so few couples that literally laugh with each other. They may laugh at the other person, and that, to a certain extent, there's nothing wrong with that. But laughing with your spouse, that the reason I say laughing is because when you guys were dating, if you can remember back that far, there was joking around, there was laughing, there was giggling, all that kind of stuff, and it seems as the stress and the minutia of marriage moves on, that people tend to laugh a lot less. And the fact is as a married person, you should see your spouse as your best friend. And the reason I say that is because the fact is you guys made vows to till death do you part, in sickness and in health, all those different things that we say on our wedding day, and that necessitates you guys being best friends. Now, that may be repugnant to you. That may be foreign. To some of you, that may be like, yeah, duh. And laughing with your spouse may not be a problem. But the fact is I see a lot of unhappy marriages. I see a lot of unhappy people in their marriage relationship, and it's been a long time since they have laughed together. And I think if you truly look at your spouse as your best friend, you think about it. When you have a best friend, that's one of the main things that you do. You're able to laugh at inside jokes. You're able to laugh at things that people don't understand. You have a common bond, whether it be children, whether it be history, whether it be whatever, where you guys can just laugh and things should bring you humor. But also too, there should be some camaraderie. There should be some things that you guys have in common as a married couple. Whether you guys were opposites and got married, but over the time, there should be things that you guys have in common, and there's things that should bring you humor, and it shouldn't be making fun of the other person. It shouldn't be laughing at the other person's expense. It should be truly having that heartfelt love together. And why do I say this? Because the fact is that one day your children, if you have children, are going to grow up and they're going to move away. And the fact is, the 2 of you are going to be left. And the fact, if you cannot laugh together, man, it's going to be a struggle. But also another reason you guys need to learn to laugh with each other is maybe your kids don't move out. I mean, there's lots of families where, there's grown kids who are married, who have kids, and there's multiple generations in the house. And there's just that kind of like smothering and claustrophobic feel of just the fact is like you don't have that time. And if your spouse is not your best friend, it's going to be a struggle. And you have to learn how to stick together. You have to learn how to stay together. You have to learn how to laugh at the things that need to be laughed. And when you laugh, there's a physical, there's a spiritual, there's an emotional connection. And I just want to challenge you guys to learn how to laugh with one another. Have a good time. Find, comedians. Nate Bargatze is a great person who is hysterical. He's a clean comedian. He's a Christian, and he's somebody that you guys can find common bond to laugh at. But just an example. But the fact is that there's so many laughless marriages in especially America today. And I just really want to encourage you to, one, work at making your wife your best friend, and two, finding those common things where you guys can learn. Laughter is a release of stress. Laughter is a release of tension, and also too, it's just when a couple laughs together, it just really strengthens the fabric of the two being one people. And so it may seem kind of not typical, but I really like to encourage couples to laugh a lot more. The second thing that I would encourage couples to do is to be active together. This is a great way to connect with your spouse, even if it's just going for a walk after dinner at night. So many couples today are inactive. They go to work and they sit all day. They come home, they eat dinner, they sit all night watching either TV or on their phones, or maybe even reading a book or something like that. And there's very little interaction. There's very little movement, and so just a little bit of being active together, and that's why I suggest a walk. A walk has an incredible principles and benefits to people. If you go for a walk after dinner, it helps with your digestion, it helps with your sleep, it helps with your mood. But when you do it with your spouse, maybe you guys have a dog and you guys take the dog for a walk, but when you walk with your spouse, you have that ability to talk through things. You have the ability to think about things because your brain's working and the blood's flowing to it, and you're able to have conversations. And so I encourage you guys, after dinner, and I'm just saying after dinner because that's typically when people are available, but at some time that on a daily basis, that you guys go for a 30-minute walk. And it's amazing what can be discussed, what can be brought up, what can be solved in just that short amount of time, and the activity will have other compounding benefits in your marriage. You will be able to be more cognizant. You'll be able to be more clear in your thinking. And sitting there and doom scrolling on your phone, that weakens your brain, and it just it takes your brain off of things, and so you forget things that need to be discussed. And there's things every day that couples need to deal with. And so I just want to challenge you guys: go be active and go take a walk. Go play pickleball. Go on hikes, go for bike rides, whatever it is, go to the gym and work out, whatever it is, but just be active together, work in the yard together. But do it together. And so many couples I see today, like they're workout fanatics, but they work out alone, and that's their time to get their frustration. And so that's what I'm saying, not to work out, but to be active. And when you're active and you do that, you're able to just work through a lot of issues. And but also too, it relieves a lot of the stress and frustration that can build up throughout the day. And just doing that can like I said, get the blood pumping, get the oxygen in, and it'll have far-reaching impacts. And so I want to encourage you guys as a couple to be active together. The third thing that I want to challenge you guys to do as couples that will help you connect more. And see, I'm a pastor, been a pastor for over 30 years. I've done a lot of marriages. A lot of weddings. I've done a lot of marriage counseling. I've done a lot of, discussions and observation of marriage. And I love being married. I love being a husband. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way that Jen and I could have ever done this for over 28 years without prayer. And that's the third thing that I want to encourage you guys to do, is to connect as couples, is to spend just a few minutes. My wife and I, almost every morning, it's 5 to 10 minutes of praying. I start off by praying. I always pray for my 4 children. I pray for what's going on at the church. I pray for whatever major decision decisions we have. And I pray for, a lot of times I'm praying for the areas that I'm wanting God to work in my children. And I've seen God work, and I've seen him be faithful, and he loves to hear us pray. But when a couple gets together in prayer, it is so powerful. And so I want to just challenge you that you guys, find a time, whether it's before you guys go to work, whether it's before you guys go to bed, whatever it may be. We do ours in the morning before we get ready to go to work. We just sit on the couch after our devotional time. We sit and we talk through a couple things. We talk through some ideas. We talk about things that are going on the day. And then we finish it up with prayer. And then I head off and work out, and then head off to the shower, and away we go. But when a couple prays and they do it consistently, day in, day out, over years, it's amazing how you can see God answer your prayers. And so I just want to challenge you guys as you're going forward that you find time just to pray. If it's just one person praying or both of people praying, but I can guarantee you, if you've been married for over 10 minutes, there are things that you need to pray about as a married couple, as a family, as workers in the workplace, whatever it may be. There's a whole list, and you probably won't even think about all the things or have the time to pray for everything. But you'll pray for the pressing things, and you'll see over the faithfulness over that time how God will just answer those prayers. And so I just want to challenge you guys as you go forward, that you really work on connecting with one another. There's so much disconnect. There's so many distractions. And so I just want to challenge you guys to really work at it. Marriage, doesn't stop when we say I do. I know for a lot of guys, that's the way they act. Like, I've conquered this hill. Now I'm going to go conquer other hills, like my career or my hobbies or whatever it may be. But the fact is that marriage is still work. It's a full-time job in the sense of, like, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we have to cherish our spouse. We have to love them. We have to support them. We have to encourage them. And that's very difficult to do if we're disconnected from them. And so just 3 simple things to connect with them. Make sure that you guys learn how to laugh with one another. You learn how to be active together, and you learn how to pray together. And when you do those three things, you'll see God do some amazing things. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time.